Stone back on Meltdown with WNCI's Drew Hansen.
Yeah, back with me, and I'm sure you say that so nicely knowing what you've pulled off.
Hey, man, you know, I'm glad you accepted the invitation to come out, but in all fairness, Shank Dorsey, Marcus Dillion both gave you warning after warning after warning that you took it upon yourself when you showed up. Did they not?
I don't care about their warnings. I'm not a wrestler. I'm a wrestling announcer. I'm a wrestling commentator. I'm a radio DJ. I am not an active competitor in the Fire and Ice wrestling ring. These guys are professionals, okay? I come here for one reason, to talk about the hotline, to pay homage to Gordon Soley.
Hey, you know what? Not to cut you off, but to cut you off, the one, Marcus Dillion, and Shank Dorsey, the Orient Express, my insurance policies are here. I think everybody in the world could care less about what you have to say because they want to look and hear them.
Right.
Hey, there they are. You know, Drew, as I said, you were previously given lots of ample warning. I mean, I don't see how you could be upset. You had to know something was going to go down. You had to know something was up.
Mark Stone, what kind of a president of this company are you that your champion, the man that carries the strap for your organization, walks around beating up local media, walks around assaulting people that are guests of the promotion?
I think that's a question that nobody in their right mind would try to answer because it doesn't deserve answering. There's no sense, there's no point in bantering back and forth about that. The fans on television, the fans here at the arena, they want to see wrestling action, and Fire and Ice Wrestling delivers that hands down. Nobody cares that you got your little punk radio ass kicked, I'm sorry.
Well, my boy Prodigy is about to do a little punk ass kicking to your boy Shank.
Do you smell that?
I feel sorry for your boys.
I think Prodigy forgot his deodorant.
I think you better take out a new insurance policy.
Oh, that's all right. There's only a need for one, especially for a punk like Prodigy. Do you really think he has a prayer? I mean, give me a break. Shank Dorsey, the Orient Express. You know, he's a former Fire and Ice Wrestling champion. Who's this, Prodigy?
I think
he's a break.
I think he's a former lover of Bubba and Cell Block E.
Well, you can say all that right now because he's out of earshot. But it looks like he proved hands down what was going on in the ring just moments ago.
Yeah, I felt his hands. Thanks.
Not a problem, anytime. Look at Prodigy now, backed up into the corner. Looks like you're not the only one that feels his hands tonight.
Great sportsmanship there by Dorsey. I wouldn't expect anything less from him.
Another lockup in the middle of the ring now. Prodigy somehow manages an advantage for about 3 seconds. Come on, referee, what's the matter with you? See that? We were trying to communicate, and Prodigy takes advantage. Hits the arm drag.
Yeah, and I heard in prison he was asking everybody to get on him.
Oh, shoot, look at this. Come on, kick out, Shank, kick out. No.
Horrible positioning by the referee there. That should have been a 3.
Oh, give me a break. Referee was lucky to make 2, and that was at a fast count.
I think you got the referee in your pocket as well, Stone.
No one's in my pocket. Look at there, Shank Dorsey, the experience, right by the ropes. And now Shank whipped to those ropes. Prodigy, oh my gosh. Drop toe hold, give me a break.
There's no way that a Lardo like Shank Dorsey is ever going to keep pace with Prodigy. And even you, Mark Stone, even though he's your boy, you got to agree, Prodigy is younger, he's quicker, he knows his way around that ring, and he can be like that.
Well, he can be like that, this, that, the other, whatever. The bottom line is Shank Dorsey is going to take Prodigy to school. Look at that, a nice reversal. If Prodigy would have had his wits about him, then maybe he wouldn't have seen that coming. Dorsey round up now. Nice roll up. Like he had a chance.
Hey, I think I see a $1 bill coming out of the pocket of the ref. Could that be yours, Stone? You're pretty cheap. You probably got him for $1. lot of quick counts.
It's a series of near falls, and there's no question about it. I'll give you credit where credit's due. Prodigy's all right.
And it seems as though the fans here in Crooksville believe he's all right as well.
Well, you got a heavily biased crowd. I mean, what do you got down here? A bunch of rednecks, hillbillies, losers?
Yeah, just like your family reunion.
Prodigy's crazy. What an idiot to try and knock out both of the insurance policies at one time.
It's called guts, Mark Stone. Maybe something you should look into.
I've been accused of many things, but never a lack of gut, I assure you. Anyway.
And I'm sure Denny's would assure you of that as well.
You see your little boy.
Marcus Dillion isn't even in this match. What's he doing?
Hey, Prodigy shot himself out to the outside, got himself in trouble. There you go. Shoot!
That's my man. That's my man. I think Prodigy just tasted steel. And I think Marcus Dillion just tasted concrete. And in just about 30 seconds, Stone, I think you're going to come over here and taste something, the one thing you don't like to eat. A big knuckle sandwich.
What you think?
Action's way outside the ring. No count by the referee. When did this become a no-holds-barred match?
Special stipulation. Read up and do your due diligence, do your homework. What's the matter with you, Drew Hansen? Sorry, I know at the station it's all written out for you. Here you have to be creative. Now come on! Come on, Marcus. Get it together. Get over there with them.
Marcus Dillion has no place in this match.
What, are you kidding me? Marcus Dillion has every right to be out here.
That's a bullseye. Right in the bullseye.
Come on, Shank. Shake it off.
They are definitely taking this one outside the ring big time.
Fans, it's Fire and Ice Wrestling action as only we can deliver on the Meltdown television program. We appreciate you watching. Shank Dorsey and Prodigy getting it started. Give me a break.
I think somebody's tasting steel once again. Looks good to me. I don't know. It was a little accurate, a little inaccurate. I give it a 6. But I think it's good enough to get a little color.
Well, I know one thing's for sure, and that is that Prodigy's luck has to run out soon.
Shank Dorsey is busted wide open at the hands of Prodigy in that vicious chair shot.
And now you see Prodigy getting the better of Dillion. Give me a break. How's that for you? Try that on Drew Hansen.
He's not even in this match. When is the referee going to step in and say, hey, this is one-on-one Shank Dorsey against Prodigy?
Well, I can tell you this. Obviously, Shank Dorsey busted wide open right now, and the fans flocking over to the area now where all the action taking place.
Hey, Stone, why don't you jump in? It appears as though anybody else can just jump in.
No, I don't need to jump in. And no, everybody else isn't just jumping in. It's not like a drunken party at your house where anybody that knocks on the door gets in and gets everything else.
Oh, you've been there. Prodigy fighting back, even though it's basically a 2-on-1 right now.
I hear the only fish you get is your co-host. Now look, the insurance policies are redefining getting it started. They are taking apart Prodigy piece by piece. Look at Prodigy. The little bitch that he is, just sitting there, laying on the ground, getting all beat.
Yeah, by 2 men.
Well, give me a break. He shot himself out on 2 men. What's the difference? Fans returning to their seats at this point, trying to get in to keep a good eye on the action.
Shank Dorsey looks bad. He is busted wide open. Shank Dorsey is not... Shank Dorsey, yeah, pick on a little kid. Pick on a kid. That's going to
break. That kid has absolutely no business being at ringside. We ought to bar him for life. Any future FIW events. If he only knew the greatness he just stood in front of. Should have bent down and offered to shine his shoes.
Shank Dorsey, I understand, likes it when people bend down. I understand his favorite World Wrestling Federation superstar was former Intercontinental Champion Pat Patterson.
That's cute, Drew Hansen. That's cute.
Prodigy really needs to get something going here.
Prodigy has got something going. It's called the Wrath of the Orient Express, Shank Dorsey, and he's feeling it now, and he regrets it, I assure you. What a foolish individual to put his name on the dotted line of this match to begin with. Just again, could he ever think of a beautiful elbow now? Shank Dorsey taking the school.
Just because Marcus Dillion has not been able to find a credible opponent lately doesn't mean that he can just go around and interject himself in other people's matches. The FIW champion, I think this is a poor display of this company.
Only a 2 count. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, until Prodigy walks out with a strap and is the FIW champion, or some other credible opponent steps in and puts these guys in their place.
Well, give me a break. That'll never happen. You should know that. Shank Dorsey underneath. Prodigy now.
I think Shank Dorsey should spend a little bit more time working on the match and working on Prodigy than working on these fans.
Give me a break.
He's got a match.
It's over. It's over. Oh,
way to go, Prodigy.
Fans, it's Meltdown, Fire on Ice Wrestling Television Network. Thanks for watching. You know, everybody watching this show is thinking the exact same thing. How in the world is this red shirt wearing Prodigy even beginning to hang with someone of the greatness and the like of the Orient Express, Shank Dorsey? There he is. That's it. Unity, boys. Hit it again, Shank.
That's
Hit
the
it
only
again.
way they win is with unity. Nobody can win on their own. They're an insurance group.
Beautiful splash in the corner.
Now he's roughing up a referee. Yeah, that's
Well,
nice.
give me a break, man. Prodigy had him outside the ring, smacked him over the top of the head, and busted him over with a chair. Hey, there you go. That's for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I think they like you.
I think he liked me a little bit too much last time I was in the ring with him.
Prodigy whipped to the turnbuckles, and the Orient Express it's cheated.
And now Prodigy's got something going, and the fans in Crooksville are livid. To the ropes goes Dorsey. Blow to the head. Prodigy 1, 2, 3. That's it.
He kicked out. Yes. Yes.
Come on. Anybody could have kicked out of that. My grandma could have kicked out of that. How many people do you have in your pocket in this company, Stone? What am I, like your scapegoat? You invite me here just so there's one guy here that's not in your pocket?
I don't need anybody in my pocket. Listen to these idiots at ringside. Like they had a clue.
Prodigy. 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 Call me an idiot then, Stone. Look at the blood flowing from Shank Dorsey. And that's not the only thing going to be flowing. Tears from his prison-loving butts are going to be flowing a little bit later on when Prodigy gets a win. Looks as though Shank Dorsey's having a little trouble getting something going. Mark Stone. What are you eating over there? Come on, referee saw that.
The referee didn't see anything.
He looked right at it.
There it is. Come on, Shank. Finish him off. Give me a break.
Prodigy's face covered in the blood of Shank Dorsey.
His hands are going to be covered with his own blood in a minute. Come on, Shank.
Prodigy needs to get something going here, and he needs to feed off the energy of this livid Crooksville crowd.
Hey, Drew. Moment of silence in respect for the Dorsey Horsey.
Yeah, I know how that works.
Hey, do you still respect him in the morning?
Well, maybe if he would have called.
Hey, Marcus has something for you.
Why don't you just get in the corner? You shouldn't even be out here.
He's the heavyweight champion of the world. What are you talking about? He can go anywhere he wants, do anything he wants.
Yeah, the heavyweight champion of the world who hasn't done too much fighting lately. How long has it been since he's defended that belt anyway? Isn't there kind of stipulation here in Fire and Ice that you got to defend a belt once every millennium?
That's none of your concern. Prodigy misses. Olympic slam by Shank Dorsey coming around.
Was he checking the time? Is he due for an appointment a little bit later with one of his old cellmates?
He's obviously just adjusting a wristband, a very, very common move. You are paranoid, Drew Hansen.
I have no paranoia whatsoever about somebody that rides somebody like a horse.
Hey, what I said?
Tell him, Marcus. Shut him up.
Marcus is real tough, picking on the fans in Crooksville.
2 count in the ring and almost 3. Doggone it. Come on, referee. Count. My God, where do we get him?
Well, maybe you need to give him a raise. A little something under the table, like you pay Shank Dorsey and Marcus Dillion your insurance policies.
Shank don't need any, and Marcus don't. Neither one of them need any money to work. They are both the most phenomenal. They are both together combined the most dominant force in fire. And Prodigy just lost his head. Thank you very much. And Shank Dorsey getting ready. I told you take him to school, and right here, Prodigy's learning the hard way. This is probably it. I'll be surprised if Prodigy's even alive yet.
Of course he's not going to pin him with a cover like that. You're dealing with Prodigy. This is a young superstar in FIW. This guy has got more energy in the locker room, in the ring. He's got more energy with these people than anybody I've seen in this company yet. And I think once he gets rid of Dorsey, he's going to win the FIW title.
Well, that's a huge assumption. There is no getting rid of Shank Dorsey. You should know that.
As they say in my business, the hits just keep on coming.
As they say after you get off in your business, that ain't the only thing. Come on, Shank!
The fans here in Crooksville standing behind Prodigy. As it says in the program, he is the ladies' sensation. Oh, come on! The referee saw that.
The referee saw nothing, and he liked it.
He likes seeing nothing, huh?
Absolutely. See, look at him. He knows. He's just letting it go. It's a very high-profile matchup for the fans in Crooksville. The referee simply making a judgment call to let it go. And again, I point out, Prodigy started all this 2-on-1 nonsense when he launched himself some moments ago in this matchup over on top of Marcus and Shank collectively. So, you know, what can you say? He got it started.
Where's Marcus Dillion going now?
Don't concern yourself with such matters. Right now, Prodigy and Shank back over to the staging area.
Marcus Dillion has a table. Marcus Dillion has a table. Come on. How much of this 2-on-1 assault do we need to see?
Don't worry about Marcus Dillion. Right now, Prodigy getting more and more of that wrestling lesson we talked about earlier. And he counted out.
Why is the referee counting this match outside of the ring?
Well, a kick out from Prodigy, and I don't know where he's getting his energy, but I know one thing's for sure, and that's that he's going to end up losing it soon. He can't have much more in the tank. Drew, give me a break. Look at the guy.
Prodigy's got a lot more in the tank than Shank Dorsey does at this point. Shank Dorsey's busted wide open.
There you go. Have a seat.
The action going up in the rafters here in Crooksville. We've got FIW cameras all over the place to capture all of the action.
Well, they're over in the blocked off seating that no one was allowed to sit in. And now Prodigy getting intimately acquainted with those bleachers.
I want to know why Marcus Dillion is setting up two tables.
Don't worry about Marcus Dillion. How many times do I have to tell you? Shank might have a little blood on his forehead. So what? He's fresh as a daisy. He's on top of his game. He's got Prodigy right where he wants him.
Oh, dear God.
I can tell you this much.
Marcus Dillion and Shank Dorsey, this onslaught of violence on Prodigy. Come on, this kid's got his whole career ahead of him. Why are you?
Don't you concern yourself with such matters. You just keep your mouth by your microphone, and you keep talking about what you know about, and that's very little. Come on, Marcus, hammer him home. We'll teach this punk a lesson once and for all.
Where is the locker room? Where is Prodigy's friends from the locker room? Why are they letting this onslaught continue?
Prodigy has no friends in the locker room. That's probably why there's no one coming to his rescue at this point.
He's on top of two tables being worked over by Shank Dorsey and Marcus Dillion. Prodigy is not in good shape right now. This does not look good. This does not look good. Shank Dorsey is climbing the ladder with the assist of Marcus Dillion. Blood flowing from the face of Shank Dorsey as Prodigy lies helplessly on top of two tables. Oh my God.
on Shank.
Shank Dorsey on the 8th rung of that ladder. On the 8th rung of that ladder.
He's got to be
preparing to jump on Prodigy, who is on top of 2 tables.
He's got to be 15, maybe 20 feet in the air.
Oh, dear God. No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, dear God. We need an ambulance out here right now. We need an ambulance right now.
We don't need anything.
Prodigy is down.
We need Prodigy to learn his lesson.
That was
Stop running his mouth.
That was 15 to 20 feet in the air. Shank Dorsey on top of Prodigy.
Prodigy's broken in half, and now maybe finally the ladies, whatever he is, Prodigy will finally stop running his head and running his mouth.
I think I see blood coming from the mouth of Prodigy. He's got to have internal injuries. Shank Dorsey looks to be really not much better. Actually, I think Dorsey took the worst for wear on that. No, Prodigy is out. Prodigy kicked out. Prodigy is still in this thing. Prodigy is still in this thing. Marcus Dillion, what the hell? Enough is enough. Come on. Enough is enough. Haven't you interjected yourself in this match enough? On the FIW belt. That's a symbol of how this company is run by you, Mark Stone, and there's your champion. Shank Dorsey. Yeah, it's all been academic now.
Count to 3, referee.
Come on, sick. This makes me sick.
Yes,
this makes me sick.
Yes.
I'm embarrassed to be a part of this company.
Fans, Fire and Ice Wrestling's meltdown continues in a moment.